All right. Good morning to all of you. First, I'd like to thank you all for coming out here. Thank you for all the participants, the staff. The participants, the staff, I've been told to speak louder. And I'm just excited to be here. I'm excited to talk to you all. And a brief introduction. My name is Eliano Bamado. I am a senior here at Rutgers Newark. And I've been working as a research assistant in Doctor's laboratory since I was a sophomore here at Rutgers Newark. So what I'm here to talk about isn't myself. I'm here to talk about the relevance of African Americans participating in research. Now, my talk's going to entail what research is, a little bit of how we affect the community, and how, most of all, you can get involved. So I will hop right into it. Okay. My first question is, what exactly is scientific research? And the mode of my talk, I'm going to be asking a lot of questions and answering them for you, so just bear with it. A lot of my experience here as a research assistant, I've seen people somewhat intimidated by what research entails. You know, people ask a lot of questions. They want to know what they're going to get into. And I'm just here to tell them that we examine questions posed by scientific theories. We employ established scientific methods in order to prove what we're looking for. So in our lab, that includes a little survey, some neuropsych exams, little things. And the IRB, the Institutional Review Board, to make sure that all of our research is ethical and it's sound. So you don't have to worry about people getting cloned. I know a lot of people joke about that. Or mad scientists running away and messing with your DNA. The research we do is non-invasive. We're just trying to, ask questions and find the answers to them. And that brings us to why research is important. Research helps us understand the world, and it can also help and save and prolong human life. It's led to important inventions such as life monitors, halters, pacemakers, and deep brain stimulation. Research helps us learn more about the human condition, and really helps us learn more about humanity and better the human condition. And that can be via things such as nutrition, healthcare, advancements, and things of that sort. And moreover, this is relevant to the African American community. African Americans are increasingly affected by diseases such as diabetes, high blood pressure, obesity, stroke, and Alzheimer's disease. At our lab, we ask essential questions as to how and why, and we aim to improve our clinical insight of why these things actually happen. So what we're basically looking for is to dissociate the role of genetics from socioeconomic disparities, because you wouldn't want to give medication to someone who only needs a lifestyle change. And most of all, now is an important time for African Americans to participate in research. African Americans, are seriously underrepresented in the field, and I can speak on behalf of testers and as participants. When early studies first started, it was mostly white men who were the main participants, and that trend, and that trend has tended to persevere through the years. And right now, there are new and innovative studies directed towards the African American community that are now available, especially in healthy brain health research. And as I said before, there are benefits of research to the African American community. Right now, there are a lot of things available, and they will provide a greater understanding of medical conditions. There's evidence of genetic differences in various diseases, and in our lab, we want to know the role of genetics and how that can affect healthy aging, amongst other things such as exercise. And this ultimately can lead to treatments and medical discoveries, and it empowers individuals to take charge of their health and well-being and really make those healthy lifestyle changes. So if research is so great, this brings about the question of why African Americans have been historically underrepresented in scientific research. There are two main reasons I want to talk about. I think the first one is the isolation of the African American community. That's racial and economic barriers. I talked before about how when studies first started, a lot of the participants were white males, and that has persisted through the years. Also, there's a lack of information and access, depending on socioeconomics, things of that sort. And these also have been really a big factor in this has been fear and distrust to science in the African American community. An example of this was the Tuskegee experiment, which was an experiment in African American airmen that was supposed to test the effects of treating syphilis, and it wound up testing the effects of not treating syphilis. There was a huge lawsuit about this, but a good thing that came out of this is now that there are measures put in place to make sure the research is protecting the participants involved. So, in order to protect participants and individuals' rights, we have institutional review boards known as the IRB, and they regulate all research institutions, whether they be hospitals, colleges, and things of that sort. Rutgers University is also a research institute. People on the boards are doctors, nurses, research assistants, like me, also religious leaders, and people who really have a role in the community because they can give us the best insight into what makes research ethical. The IRB makes sure that research is sound, that it's ethical, and that it has a real purpose, and it's really going to make a difference in the community. And this begs the question of what is currently in place to help the African American community. Here at Rutgers, we have the African American Brain Health Initiative. It offers educational programs, patient and caregiver support, memory fitness programs to promote brain health. We had the healthy dinner earlier in this school year. Better understanding of memory disorders affecting the African American community. We have information, we've given you guys flyers. And amongst these flyers, we have these white and gray flyers. We distributed them amongst the folders, and I think it's a good time for you guys to get started. So if you're interested, if you care to participate in one of our studies, feel free to fill out your name and information, and our research coordinator will contact you in case there's a study in which you can participate. I know we have the new Pathways to Healthy Aging in the African American community. That's a really, really great and innovative study, and I think you guys, if you take my recommendation, you guys should all join. And that is that. And thank you all for your time.